His shadow would heal people. He was just going to sit at the side of the street and just let him walk by. He would shift them. Paul was a tent maker. They would take the tents and cut them up, and he would send them to countries, and people would get healed. Greater works. And before Jesus left, he said, greater works to us. Greater works. Who cut anything off of me? What atmosphere am I shifting? This is conviction. No condemnation. Because I know God has done great things through us. But it's time out. When I turned 50, he said, you're on the other side. The scripture that hit me was when the apostles were in the boat. Jesus said, go to the other side. It was going on the other side. Now, I spoke to a woman, a guy who's been to Israel, who's seen this body of water. She said it's really not that far. It's not a big, long distance to go from there to there to get to the other side. She said you can see it is not far. But in the midst of it, the enemy manifested to keep him from going to the other side. And so the enemy will come into our lives to prevent us from going on the other side. That greater works. That's what I'm pursuing. I'm pursuing that not for me, but for what he's called me to do. And so when I come across someone and I'm like, I want to speak a word. I want the boldness to do it. And then I want the kingdom to come. I want them to be made whole. I want them well. So they know that Jesus is real. If you're not born again, he just showed you who he was. Why wouldn't you become born again? Why wouldn't you serve him? So our vision today, when we declare our vision, it is for us for Carla to tap in. I want the greater works. I want to do the Great Commission. It's what he called us to do. That's for everybody. We're all ambassadors of Christ. We're many members, one body. We have things to do. So, in that, we're going to start putting some things down on paper, declaring our vision. What has God told you? What has God told you to do? What has he told you to do this year? Have you talked to him about the word of God in your life? What is your word this year? We can pray for it today if you don't have it. What does he want you to do this year? And that's where we're going to move into. And so I'm going to turn it over to Miss Esther. She's going to take us into the next portion of today.
Based on something you said a minute ago, this is what I felt. You'll hear us talk about things in our lives where God, we pivot here, we move here, we shift there. But you see, it's based on what your desire, to fulfill your assignment on the earth. See, God may not show you some of the bizarre stuff, because like she said, her desire is to fulfill the Great Commission. You may not even be like, I ain't trying to touch none of that. So why would he show you something that is based on her fulfilling the Great Commission? So we don't want anybody to ever be like, oh Lord, when I get around them, they just say stuff. The Lord ain't gonna bring you stuff that you can't use. That it's not even for you to use. See, my thing is, Lord, let these hands be your hands to heal. See, I want, like she was saying about Peter, whoever's shadow, Peter or Paul? Peter's shadow. Paul had the blessed cloth, healing cloth. See, I want my life to be in such a way that everywhere I go, I'm dripping on someone. You don't even know, I don't have to know you, you don't have to know me, but you, what was that? And that might be the thing that brings you back to him. Say, I want to drip. So guess what? The stuff God shows me, you may never see that. He may never even prompt that in you, because that may not be what you're asking him. So you gotta understand that whatever you're asking him for, that's the stuff he's going to incorporate into your life somehow. So when people be like, because I've had a close person tell me, she said, every time I get around y'all, things just start happening that I don't understand. Well, she's got such a deep calling that nobody has reached inside and touched it. So just being in our company and our ministry is just undoing something inside of her. It's like a corkscrew just, so she has never felt that, because she ain't never been around nobody that wanted nothing that deep. Because deep calls to deep. You understand? So I just wanted to say that the Lord, because first my sister, she said, well, why the Lord don't never tell me nothing? That's what she said. You know, the Lord always saying stuff to you. I said, what did you do with the last thing the Lord told you? Why would he tell you anything else? You ain't did nothing since 1993.
My God.
He ain't told you nothing since 1993 because he told you something in 1993.
Help us in this way.
She's like, oh my God. I said, why would he give you more? So he can just see that you ain't do that either. I said, you don't do what I say. you don't do anything. She's like, well, that makes sense. You know? So I just, because I know that sometimes now we're being made aware that people go, yeah, I don't know, you know, well, he's not going to give you that. Unless you're saying, oh God, that's me. You know, if you're opening yourself up to, oh God, that's me, I want it all, you might start talking to you on a higher level. You know? But now you have family that you can go, he was talking to me, y'all. Because now she comes to us and say, okay, this is what happened. I'm hearing things. You know? So she has someone now. Okay? So I just had to say that.
Which is why, guys, when I go in, I always try to come back to Carla. I always, because when, you know, I just like to say, Carla, I don't want you to be like, ooh, she telling my business. I don't know your business. Ooh, she, you know, it's really, and I want you to know some of the same things you guys are dealing with, we deal with. You know, we all do. We all walking through this journey. Yeah.
So, you know, our theme is declaring in tune with God, declaring the vision. And we're going to be doing this once a month. And so the January, we just want to kind of establish a foundation. So I want to open up with declaring the vision keeps you in tune with God.
Yeah.
So Job 22 verse 28 talks about declaring. And in the King James Version, I'll read that because that's the one we most of the time hear. Thou shalt also decree a thing, and it shall be established unto thee, and the light shall shine upon thy ways. Now, just, you know, on the surface, that might just like go, whoa, that sounds nice. But this is what we mean about speaking the word and living by the word. If God said it, now in the natural, we say, girl, you can take that to the bank. You can take it to the bank. Anything he says. Now, if we will become the people that I heard it, well, I read it, I heard it, I'm doing that. Just imagine if you were that person. Not the person going, oh, well, you know, but I know somebody else here was thinking like that, and you know what? Not that person. Be the person that goes, thou shalt also decree. What? And what? Oh, sure, I could do this. Because you're doing what he said. So let me read in another version. Now the Message, I like to go to Message, because the Message is beautiful.
Yeah.
The Message, Job 22:28 says, you decide what you want and,
Come
it will happen.
Say it again.
You decide what you want and it will happen. Your life will be bathed in light. God.
I like that.
I would bust through that door.
Okay.
See, I don't even need no
They
opening.
right. They right.
You see what I'm saying?
It's a possibility.
See, when the word, deep calls to deep, so the word is deep. So when I'm reading that deep stuff in the word, it's calling. And I want to be like, whoa. I mean, in your belly, man, that's what it all is. Okay, so look, the Living Bible, I say she, I don't know who it is, but whoever, we'll start with verse 27 says, you will pray to him, and he will hear you, and you will fulfill all your promises to him.
Oh, wait.
To him.
I gotta write that.
To him. See, I always think he got stuff for us, but you will fulfill all your promises to him. Let me read it again.
Yeah.
You will pray to him, he will hear you, and you will fulfill all your promises to him. Y'all know y'all done said he and made some promises to the Lord.
Come on.
Y'all know y'all done said, Lord. Okay, then
Which verse? That was the Living.
The Living Bible. Okay. So verse 28, the one we've been reading, says, whatever you wish will happen. Whatever you wish. You don't need a lamp. You don't need that big genie. Whatever you wish. Not 7, you don't get 7. Whatever.
Unlimited.
Will happen. And the light of heaven will shine upon the road ahead of you. It ain't even gonna be dark. You can see.
Come on.
If you are attacked and knocked down, you will know that there is someone who will lift you up again.
My God.
Yes, he will save the humble. Oh my Lord.
I'm
Go
so glad y'all have come and
yeah, y'all just made have a Okay, so listen to this. Your life today,
come on,
Mayoka, is a result of your thinking yesterday. Your life tomorrow,
come on now,
will be determined by what you think today. You got a second chance. If you blew it yesterday, you were thinking crazy, negative, I know I'm a child of God, but repent, and what you think today, your life tomorrow will be determined by what you think today. You gotta renew your mind. Renew your mind. God is not schizophrenic, man. That's what I like. You know, Carla might say something Nina forgot 2 months ago. She said this, and I said, well, Carla, you said, girl, I said that? Because she don't remember. God remembers.
He does.
He don't change. So you can bank whatever he said right here. You ain't gonna open the word a little further down and say, oh, but hold on. Look right here, Lord. You said this. Now you're saying that, and that ain't God. So, you know, you can be secure and assured that when he says something, it's all good. So, we're talking about vision. Another interpretation of vision is imagination. And your imagination is actually a gift God has given you. Imagination is a gift from God. And how do we know this? Genesis 11 tells the story of the Tower of Babel. Who has not heard of the story of the Tower of Babel? Okay, so we're going to just kind of touch on it. So the people who made the decision to build this Tower of Babel, that's the first thing they did. It made a decision. You can leave here today with a decision. Your whole life will change. But you can't waver. You just constantly waver. Today you say this, tomorrow you say that, a month from now you'll say this. Because a double-minded man is unstable in everything, in all his ways. So let's just say, Father, I thank you that I'm stable. Let's start confessing, God, I'm stable. I thank you. Because of your word, I'm stable. So see, the enemy can't creep in and be like, because it's all in the battlefield, it's where in the mind. You already know that. Okay, so they made a decision that they would build a tower that would reach heaven. Come on, y'all. That was some big-minded people.
Yeah.
I don't know why
Who
they
even thought of that?
I don't know why they wanted to reach heaven, but that's
was
huge.
going.
Because that's high. I know as a child I was thinking, that's pretty high. Come on, is it a ladder? It can fall. I mean, I'm trying to understand.
Yeah.
Okay, so,
Jesus.
but let's look at it from a biblical view. Genesis 11:6 from the Amplified says, behold, they are one people and they all have one language. That's us right in here, y'all. We're one people, one language. If we make a decision today, we can be just like the people in the Tower of Babel, but the Lord is not going to put a stop to it because it's going to be in alignment with what He said.
Glory to God.
All right. So there are one people. They have all one language, and this is only the beginning of what they will do. Yeah, they was going to make that thing happen. Because it was on one accord, they was in agreement. See, that's why churches can't do nothing. In this whole city, not one church is in agreement with another. You know, this church said yeah, and that one said yeah, but then this one said yeah, but. And the one right there said yeah, oh, but no. And this one said, you know, what they talking about? So they can't, the churches can't even come together and do a Tower of Babel. Because we ain't on one accord. But in this room, I believe we're on one accord because you took a Saturday morning and you sitting in here.
Come on now.
All right. So they said, the Lord said this. This is only the beginning of what they will do, and now nothing they have imagined they can do will be impossible for them.
Hallelujah.
Y'all, you know what they were doing? Oh my God! Thank you for Holy Spirit. They were doing what I sat there and said. We can do what He said. Now, I don't even know if the Bible wasn't written, so how did they know in agreement they could do that? See, I thought they were crazy when I was younger. I thought they were just crazy. But they had something inside of them that said, if we agree. Because guess what? If it wouldn't have been going to happen, Carla, why would God step in and say, oh, no.
Oh, no. Come on now.
Oh, no. If it wouldn't have worked, God would have been like, oh, that's so cute. Look at him, angels. He's trying to get up here. He's trying to get up here to us. Yeah. I say, oh, no. They're one language, one people, one heart, in agreement. That's how we're going to walk out of here today.
Oh, glory to God. Yes. It's only about.
Okay. So that was God talking, y'all. God said nothing. No thing. Nothing would be impossible. Y'all, that ought to put something in your belly that's just like, man, that's either confirmation or that's news. Whenever I speak to the church, I say, y'all, today's going to be confirmation or it's going to be news. So, whatever it is to you.
Come on now.
The New International Version, I'm excited, says that nothing they plan to do will be impossible. That's the word. That's not my opinion. That ain't Carla told me that. She had a dream like that. That ain't told me saying, I wish that could happen, Nanny. That's the word. If it's in the word, that's what I'm saying. I want to read it. I want to hear it, and I just want to say done. It's done in Jesus' name. It's done. So whatever today, when we get to it, it's done. Understand before we even get there. Say, it's done. I'm so glad I came. I'm so glad I came.
I'm glad I came.
So what is vision? Vision is the ability to think about or plan the future with imagination or wisdom.
Wow.
So, you know, some people have taken imagination and vision and wisdom and all that and made it spooky and creepy, so we're afraid. We feel like, oh, they're gonna think we're New Age, or they're gonna think that's not in the Bible. They're gonna think we're fanatical. It is in the Bible. God put it in me to imagine. Because y'all know what? Think right now. Everything you think about is in a picture. We think in pictures. Sometimes those pictures are ugly. Because of pain, hurt. What we thinking of? You know, you could have a bad picture thinking of your marriage. I done had some pictures I've thought about things in my marriage and I think of them. And you see, your life gravitates to your most dominant thought. So all that ugliness that the enemy is letting you think, and you partnering with him, because you'll partner with one or the other. You'll partner with God, or you'll partner with Satan. There ain't nobody else. So when I'm partnering with Satan to see the dark stuff, that stuff manifests.
My Lord.
But when I partner with the light,
Come on now.
the light is able to shine on it. And if my life is gravitating to my most dominant thought, it's all gonna be well. Because that's where I'm headed. The darkness is still there. I'm not saying be in denial. I'm not saying that like nothing else happened. But I ain't gotta go there. I don't have to go there because I have him. And he is the light. Okay. So your ability to imagine your future will direct your life from this day forward, because now you're accountable. It's not anything I'm putting on you to say, oh, you got to do it now because you done heard. No, I'm just saying now you're enlightened. When you're enlightened, you can be empowered. And this is what was the purpose of today and the rest of the year. So Proverbs 29:18 says, where there is no vision, the people perish. We know that. Mm-hmm. We all know that. But I call out to your dry bones today. Come alive.
Come alive.
Come alive.
Speak to the dry bones.
Pick up the dream that may be dormant. You know, we've had some dreams, but so much stuff came against that dream that it might just be, it's still there, but it's dormant. It's just kind of laying there. Or the enemy might be saying something you do have that's in front of you. He's telling you, oh, that's too big. Oh, it's too late. And who are you? Because the enemy always gonna ask you, well, who are you? He gonna ask you who are you, or he gonna tell you, you know more than God, like he told Eve. It's just like, really? Okay. I recommend that you don't have too many conversations with the enemy. This is why we're here. We live in a fallen world. You had a whole conversation with the enemy. She did. She talked to him. He asked her something. She answered. She didn't know.
She did.
She didn't know.
Oh, I was not
clearly. So declare and decree now that whatever is that thing for you, that's your tower of battle. And it's not impossible. God's not going to step down and say, oh no, Miss Amika. You have one language and one people. You can't do it. Because anything you imagine is not going to be, excuse me, a gift. I need some water. It's not going to be a gift or out of line. I think the only thing in the Tower of Babel made it out of line was that wasn't God's way to get to him. So you're not going to imagine another way to get to heaven. I'm not going to recommend that. Because they already told you that would be impossible. That will be impossible. Okay, so seeing what others can't see is seeing with the eyes of faith. If you look around here, I have a lot of stuff on faith, because that's just who we are. We walk by faith. So let me put this back because I can't see it. Okay, so no thing is impossible to you if you can imagine it, but you must add your faith to it so that God will co-sign on it. You'll be pleased. So what areas of your life do you need to see change, growth, and success in? Today, you are in tune with God. We're declaring the vision. We don't have a lot of time, but we can get you started. So first, we want you to give yourself permission to possess whatever that thing is. You have permission to have it. Tony, you have permission to have that house. We want to help you to see how that house can manifest. Open this top. Okay. Once you establish in your heart today, 2020 won't get here before you do X, Y, Z in 2019. So 2019 gonna be fulfilled. We're not gonna come here January 2020 saying, oh, you know, remember we went to that little thing Carla and Esther had in January? What happened?
Oh, that was nice.
Nice. I'm looking forward to it because February, you're gonna get blocked. You have to push. now to come. March, something's gonna happen. We got to push. We had to push to keep it to this.
Yeah, because when
The
I,
enemy we kept postponing.
oh, you don't even know.
Yeah.
Y'all was talking,
Woo-hoo!
trying to convince the people.
Yes, Lord. So right now,
So why